cannot stand your katas. Hey y'all, Gravity, any day above ground livid. You know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right, share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. I know at the beginning I had a little bit of fun with the subject matter here, but I'm going to be deadly serious on this topic. So if you're not aware, the last 2 weeks or so, I've seen articles and Instagram posts, Twitter posts. I'm not on Facebook because that's accessible, but I've seen people in the black diaspora talking about immigration and also talking about how black immigrants don't help black Americans out when it comes to building a coalition in Pan-Africanism, which is true, by the way. But a Twitter space, I think the dude's name was Mel, he had like 20,000 people in there, and apparently black Americans said things that the Nigerians didn't like. The Nigerians went off. Tariq Nasheed went in and he got his rocks off. And I wasn't in those spaces. I just heard about it, secondhand. I know some people that were in there on Twitter, and I saw the responses and everything. And a lot of their points, especially with the FBAs and the ADOS, they do make sense, because we know the dominant society prefers the black immigrants over the black Americans. And the way the media is, the black immigrants are seeing what goes on here, just the negatives, and they come over with that mindset, and it screws them up. And instead of coalition building, there's this positive negative, we're not gonna magnetically attract mindset. So it's like two positives going at each other. With two positives, they're not going to connect. And I had planned to do a live stream about this, but half of this video was going to be about what goes on there, and another half is going to be an appreciation video section for singer Erica Leshai. But let me finish up my point with this Twitter space nonsense. It's funny that black people always say that for us to build and for us to thrive, we have to keep our enemies out of our situations. Yet you go on Twitter spaces and air out our dirty laundry to whoever can pass by or see something trend on Twitter. And now you've given white supremacy more talking points on us. I would not be surprised now all of a sudden we see a bunch of black immigrants and people that come from immigrant backgrounds going on all these media spaces like Fox News and CNN and all that to start talking about this. So now you're putting house business in the public. You're bringing it to the street. Not cool. Yeah, I'm not with this. It seemed funny at first, but when you think about it now, and especially if you're pro-black, this is not what you do. Not cool. So here's where we come to the appreciation part of it. I'm going to show you a tweet that Erica Leshai put up, and it got me to thinking when I saw it in the car. I wasn't looking at it while I was driving. I had stopped. But check this out. Folks, she's absolutely right. Why are you giving your open enemy more ammunition to screw with us? I'm sorry, folks. I got to criticize Tariq on this. I get that you are against immigration that's gonna hurt black people. I get that. I'll ride with you on that. The fact that you had to go into a Twitter space to effectively put this point out instead of doing it on your platform, and you gave our enemies an open invitation to look into the house, I'm not with that. Number one, you didn't control it. You needled a bunch of Nigerians. You could have, if I was him, folk, I would have went in and showed examples of why their numbers hurt Black Americans and debated it from that point. But from what I've seen in the recaps, it just seemed like FBA and ADOS were just sitting there knocking them, which they have valid reason to knock them, but you've also got to hit them with facts that they can't dispute. And from the recaps I saw, you kept giving them openings to come in. So now they can spin the narrative that, boom, see, the Black Americans, they're the xenophobes. Because even in that article from Business Insider, they called him a xenophobe. So now they can change the narrative, and the white media who love them some Black immigrants are going to ride that narrative and further disrupt the FBA/ADOS movement. That wasn't smart. And that's why I said Erica Leshai was right on her tweet. Stop giving our open enemies all the ammunition. It doesn't make sense. Real gangsters move in silence. You're putting yourself on the radar. Why? You could have had that conversation, outlined your positions, had a back and forth, and either agree to disagree or come to some sort of a resolution. Now it just looked like everybody was in there just fighting. Why? And now the whole diaspora looks crazy. This wasn't smart, folks. I'm not with this. This wasn't cool. But, you know, what can I say? I'm just a guy with a small YouTube channel just trying to get the truth out there. Anyway, share, like, and subscribe. That's right, share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Take care, stay safe. I want to thank everybody that subscribed and seen the videos lately. Thank you so much. Let's help get this channel to 1,000. We can start investing in it and really making this channel pop. Take care, stay safe. I'm out.